Yo guys, Pete here again. So basically, I've finished the Rangers. I'm crazy to think basically the day after I got them and done the video for you guys showing what they looked like. I got them primed, painted up. They're just done in contrast paint, so that's why they're not anything special. But like I said, these were amazingly fun to paint. I've had a few games with them as well. I'll tell you that about that in a minute. But I will basically. The sculpts are amazing, so detailed. I was actually regretting, I was starting to think they were maybe too small being in 28mm, but they work perfect for it. Now, I've managed to put names under well, not names, sorry, numbers, but at the moment this is a proxied version of Aragorn, just with sword and bow, etc. As you can tell, the bases aren't exactly perfectly done, but I will finish touching them up. I don't know what you guys think of just the green cloaks. I realised after looking through the books they had grey cloaks. There we go, camera's focusing. Lots of greens, browns, reds. I've done the quivers on the arrows red, just so they stand out a bit better. So like I said, I've got a proxied Aragorn at the moment. All the ones with hoods up are Rangers, as I've done the, sorry, left a little note on the bottom for myself. So when I am playing, this one was so cool, especially how the cloak is. I said that in the previous video. How cool it looks in that. Just simple contrast paint over it. They look really great. Really fun to paint as well. But like I say, I've had the odd game with them. I played against Memoria. Basically got broken by them. Obviously the cave troll was the main reason. But I do admit having a proxied Aragorn. Sorry, this is Dunedain. A proxied Aragorn, should I say, has been pretty handy in giving them Andro, so 4+ killing. Like I said, my Moria army basically broke me. And I broke them as well, but they fled. I'm taking it kind of easy because the rims of the base are still a bit sticky. I've just painted them as well. Like I say, my Moria army's not exactly big. 12 warriors, Durbers, proxied Goblin Captain, 4 Prowlers, Shaman, Cave Troll, Bat Swarm. So I've not exactly got a major Moria army. I've done a bit of red and with a brown on him, just to kind of catch people's eyes and that. Also played another game this morning as well, testing them out against the Vanquishers, which was really fun. I only went up against Saruman, Gandalf and Galadriel, which was pretty fun. And stupid me, forgetting the one reason that I took the Rangers, wanted to start a Ranger list was, the base is still a bit sticky, was because, come on, focus, I'm going to really get annoyed with this camera in a minute, was the fact they have 2 attacks, and I basically played the whole game forgetting they had 2 attacks. So basically by the end of the game I realised, oh sugars, they've got 2 attacks. I need to pick out some bits on this guy's beard and stuff. But obviously after that as well, I won, luckily, with only a Dunedain, I believe, getting killed. I know that sounds crazy, but somehow only a Dunedain got killed. But killed Galadriel thanks to Aragorn having Andrel. Camera on focus camera. Seriously, I'm going to throw this camera out the window in a minute. There you go. And killed Saruman as well, and then just basically surrounded Gandalf, and that was it. Game over, game done. I did use some of their spells and stuff, just to pick them off. And also had a very, very fast game against my ruffians. Basically no losses, but it only lasted about 4 turns if that. And you've seen kind of like my Bree army as it is, that I've got at least like 15 models and stuff. They basically just felt like houses of cards. Now, I'm going to put a sneaky little pocket, that's why I've got one of our business cards behind in the background. But this is the product for the base that I was using. This is our forest green effect. I'll see if you can see it pretty well for the bag. It's basically our original bark effect, which we've been running for years, which everyone loves, just with a grass effect run through it. Let's see if we can just little thin tiny chunks of bark with grass effect in it, and yeah, really simple. I was actually thinking on dividing the colours up and giving the Dunedain the black version of our forest bark, but obviously I just thought keep it all together. They look great. Like I say, I do apologise for the last video. I said I gave the company the wrong name. It's Phalanx, not Flanks, or whatever I said, for the business. I got these from Etsy. But like I say, they are absolutely amazing. I know people say Rangers are hard to play with, but I've found them pretty simple. Just obviously keeping track of them, that's the only hard part. But I've really had 3 fun games. I'm going to maybe try and do them on a smaller scale, use Aragon, maybe just like 5 of them or something, see how I go with that. Since Aragon plus the 10 is pretty strong, and Aragon having Andro as well is pretty darn strong. This army is not finished yet. I'm still needing a few little add-ons, like a proper version of Aragon. The proxied version is great just now, but I wouldn't mind maybe getting a version of him, doing a bit of conversion work, etc. Having him on horse version. Sorry, I should have said as well, with the Vanquishers and against Ruffians he was on horse, so he was an absolute beast and crazy. The shooting from them has been actually pretty useful as well. And yeah, they're really fun, and I'm super glad I've got them. So far the army's only cost £18. £18 for these guys, which wasn't too bad. Compared to what I'd be paying Games Workshop for this amount, I'd be talking like £50–60 if I can even get them from Games. No, you can't actually get them from Games Workshop now, can you? The Rangers and Dunedain. I'd be off eBay or that, so I know they were going at a tenner each, so I'm pretty lucky I've got these proxied versions. Like I say, the army needs a few more things. I know what I'm needing to get, and hopefully I'll get the full army showcase up for you guys. But I've got a good little name for my army, and I will discuss that in the next video when I have a hopefully full showcase of these guys together. So hope you guys like these. I know they're not perfectly done, so I maybe get grass tufts for the bases, or like sort of weedy grass tufts at least, just to match in. But like I say, these were so fun to paint and so good to use in game. And yeah guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.